Hi, powerful leaders. This episode is from a live training that I do weekly inside my Facebook group called the Powerful Female Coaches and Leaders Community. Feel free to join us inside the group so I can get to know you better and I can answer any questions you might have. I just love the live interaction, answering to your question, listening to your stories. There is so much power in connecting in a deeper way, and I really hope you do take this invitation. The way I edit these episodes is really to give you all the value, but if you want to have the live interaction, ask any questions, and get them answered by me, please join us in the Powerful Female Coaches and Leaders community. I can't wait to see you there, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Welcome to the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Anna Patricia Bourgeois, certified business coach. I am here to help you up-level, generate consistent wealth, increase your confidence, attract dream clients, and master your mindset so that you can fully own your power and achieve next-level results in your online business and beyond. Every week, a powerful conversation will take place with amazing guests, or I'll share from my experience to help inspire you to start and scale the business of your dreams while being powerfully you. The time has come to stop playing small, stop hiding, and stop waiting. Now is the perfect time for you to passionately pursue your heart's desire as the powerful leader you were born to be. Are you ready? Let's do this. The topic of today's training is fuck the rules, and I'm going to share with you why I'm saying this right now, because I think that when we understand this concept, it truly elevates, how we approach the showing up part in our business. How many rules have you gotten to learn about creating content in the online space? And by rules, I mean, it can look like, oh, you gotta post at 9 a.m. or you gotta post 3 times a day, or oh, you gotta follow the trends, or you gotta focus, obsess over your metrics, analyze everything, or oh, the only way to succeed is by creating a Facebook group and do this that way. Like, how many rules have you learned? Let me know in the comments. What are those rules? So all of these rules, right? It's like when you think about it, right? Every single strategy out there, they all work. Like, I have no doubt about it. They all work, right? The question is, do they work for you and your own unique personality and energy levels? And we have so many things going on, right? Not everything will work for us the same way it works for someone else, right? So when was the last time you actually just sit down for a minute and be like, what is it that I want to do, right? What's the strategy that would actually light me up, right? It's a real inner work. We got to sit down and be like, what do I love? What am I passionate about? What is my why? Right? It's really like going inwards, asking ourselves those really important questions before going out there and being completely inundated with all these other messages out there, and then being so overwhelmed and so confused because we have no idea what to do. Because XYZ person says to do this and the other person says to do that. But what do you want to do? So here's the thing. Yes, the strategy is important. I'm not going to lie. We need a structure. We need to follow a certain structure. But what's even more important here is focusing on the potency of our message, right? Speaking our truth. Being bold, being authentic, and being ourselves, and standing by our values, and reminding ourselves why we're doing this, why we started this. if you're here today in this group, if you're watching this, like, I know you have a deep passion for helping others. I know you want to make a difference, right? On some level, I hope, right? But why is that important for you? And you got to go deeper than that, and deeper and deeper, and share those things with your people. When was the last time you actually dove deep and truly speak from your heart space, right? When was the last time that your true power and leadership was felt, right? And it's so important to understand too that people will leave. Like when we're so in our power, in our magic, when we own it, the wrong people will start to leave our space. And that's what we want, actually. Like we have a lot of fear about what people will say or what they will do or if they will judge us. But that's actually the whole goal, is for them to just go away. The unaligned person we don't want. We only want aligned people in our world. And we gotta trust that people, they know what's best for them. So if what's best for them is to leave, then so be it. Like wish them like all the love, send them all the good energy for them to find their tribe, right? So it's really important to remind ourselves of that and to really stop caring so much about what people will say and truly be in your own energy space and remind yourself of that. And I know it's not an easy thing to do for a lot of people, but when you're willing to sit down with yourself and do this work and dive deep, it's going to be felt in your content. It's going to be felt in your energy. And it's sometimes we forget, but it's so true. So I want you to stop getting in your head about all the rules and show up and deliver your message and have fun with it, right? Like when we follow so many rules, we start to not have so much fun with it, right? We start to be in our head about it, and people will feel that as well. Everything is energy, right? So the other thing that I also see a lot is I gotta be put together. I gotta be polished to show up. I gotta do a fancy photo shoot. I gotta have the branding done. And that's what's gonna bring all the clients to me. And you know what the funny thing is? Like when I started showing up online, I did live streams like this, and it was way worse because when you start anything, you always suck at first. Like honestly, like I look back at my live streams, I'm like, people were watching this. Okay. So yeah, the only thing I had was live streams. I had one PayPal link and I was selling from the heart. And that's the only thing that I was doing. I didn't have any branding, any photo shoots done. I truly just had this message that I wanted to share with people. And I showed up in my power, and I showed up in my leadership, and I spoke from the heart, and I had conversations, and my offer sold, right? Because I wasn't so much in my head about the rules, about following a certain thing. And it was more about who am I? What's my message? What's the impact I want to create? And how can I help more people? So it was imperfect. It was messy. Right? It wasn't pretty. It wasn't like beautiful, but the value, the truth, the potency of that message is what truly spoke to people. And at the end of the day, that's what people want. They want to feel a connection to you. They want to feel like, oh my gosh, this person, I feel like if I get closer to her, if I am in her world, if I sign up for her offers, it's going to help me move forward. It's going to help me have a breakthrough or a shift, right? So that's what we want. We want to connect on a deeper level. We want to feel that our people know that we care about them. We care about their success. And that's why we show up, even though it's messy, right? And it's the doing the thing. It's the repetition, the consistency that we become put together, quote unquote, right? It's by doing that we become experienced in doing, and we become better at it. That is why I created the Visibility Challenge, right? Because we're not going to focus on the rules. We're going to focus on you. What's your own way of doing things, right? I'm going to give you the map, basically, and you decide which direction you want to go in, right? You're actually going to save time and energy arriving to that destination, because I'm going to be giving you those quick daily action steps to take every day that are fun to do. And for you to sit down and be like, okay, I have this action today. What do I really want to share from my heart space, right? How do I want to convey this message? What feels good for me to do today? Will I go live, or will I write a post, or will I do a story or a reel? Like, what feels good for me in this moment? And that's the most important thing, is for you to always come back to that and to throw away the rules and do you, okay? Because your energy is so much more important than following a certain rule, okay? So you decide. If you want to batch create all your content for 30 days, you can do that. If you want to do it day by day, take a few minutes, get into the heart space, get good, feel good, and write your content, do that. Like, you are the master of this challenge. You decide how you want to approach it, right? And yeah, the whole purpose is for you to remove the overthinking, right? Remove the worry about, oh my gosh, what am I going to post today? What am I going to say? And really just follow a certain map, follow a prompt, have fun with it. Show us who you are, what you're made of. Show us your power, your leadership, and taking action every single day. And I guarantee you, at the end of the 30 days, you're going to be like, wow, mind blown. Because I did this challenge last year. It was only 3 days, and people had amazing shifts and breakthroughs and results. People got asked to be interviewed on more podcasts and collaborations. Like, there was one challenger who got a new client, like, in 3 days. Imagine what we could do together in 30 days, right? It's gonna be freaking awesome. And you have two options. The first one is the regular access for $97. And there's a VIP access option where you get all the journal prompts, all the action steps and things to do for the 30 days. Plus, you also get 4 weekly group sessions where you're going to get hot seat coaching, masterminding, ask me anything. We're going to dive deeper into how to hold that potency, how to hold ourselves and lead ourselves through the hard stuff, because sometimes things happen. So how do we keep showing up powerfully? How do we keep that momentum, that energy, right? And it's so powerful. It's so powerful to mastermind with other women and bounce back ideas and talk it through. Have someone there to talk things through. And that option is $497. So you have 2 options. You decide what's best for you. And yeah, I'm so excited to get started. We start on July 4th. If you know you have friends that are in the space as well, that you think this challenge would truly help them, feel free to invite them in the challenge, or tag them in this live stream, or tag them on my Instagram. Or honestly, the more we are in this group, the more the energy will be felt, and it's going to be so awesome. So DM me for the link. Yeah, it's going to be so fun. And yeah, I'm going to see you there. And if you have any questions, just DM me. And yeah, I'm really excited, and I'll see you next week for the next training. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. If you love this episode, make sure to spread the message, leave a review, and subscribe. I would forever be grateful for you. I also want to hear from you, and I want to know your feedback and your questions for future episodes. So don't be shy, say hi, and send me a message at Powerful Female Leaders Podcast on Instagram. Until then, I'll see you on the next episode.